Okay, everybody. Hi there. It's Tony the Tapper here, and I'm here with my friend Tommy. And we're going to start our uh, morning breakfast club abundance and prosperity tune up. And for those of you, Tommy asked me, I do make YouTubes of this stuff. So you guys can find it on YouTube, or I'll send you the links. You can just ask me. Also, it's on Facebook as well, because this is part of the Facebook live broadcast. Okay. So, so let's just start. We're going to just start with our tap, and you'll see it's all pretty easy. So again, first tap, safety first, as I always say. We'll do our protective shield of golden light. All right, and let's just start tapping. Okay, and just repeat after me. Energy system.
Energy system.
I am instructing you
I'm instructing you
to generate a protective shield of golden light.
to generate the protected shield of golden light.
Very good. Now let's go to the eyebrows. Uh, all around my body.
All around my body.
Now outside corner of the eye, protecting me from all negative energy.
Protecting me from all negative energies.
Okay, under the eye, all negative influences.
All negative influences.
Very good. Now under the nose, all negative intentions.
All negative intentions.
Under the mouth, all negative entities.
All negative entities.
Collarbone, all negative spirits.
All negative spirits.
Okay, under the arm, sending them all to the sun.
Sending them all to the sun.
Karate chop to be transmuted to love.
To be transmuted to love.
Very good. Top of the head, only allowing in.
Only allowing in.
Eyebrows, loving.
Loving.
Side of the eye, healing.
Healing.
Under the eye, positive.
Positive.
Under the nose, energies.
Energies.
Under the mouth, and intentions.
And intentions.
Collarbone. And if I have any negative energies or intentions,
and if I have any negative energies or intentions,
under the arm, I send them all to the sun.
I send them all to the sun.
Karate chop to be transmuted to love.
To be transmuted to love.
Very good. Take a deep breath. And I'll release. Very cool. Good morning, Lianya. Looking good. Nice to see you. I love our little breakfast club. It really does it. And I have my little cup of coffee too. There you go. A little eye opener there. All right. So now we're going to move along to the Ho'oponopono again, which is a great exercise for clearing negative energy, remote healing, difficult relationships, etc. And again, it's based on a native Hawaiian mantra. It's been around for quite some time. And there's a lot of discussion, a lot of conversation on it. So you can look it up. And again, the way it's spelled is HO''OPONO dash PONO. Ho'oponopono. Okay. So let's just start tapping. Again, we're going to do Ho'oponopono. And then just, again, Simon says, just repeat what I say. All right. So say, I'm sorry.
I am sorry.
Eyebrow, please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Side of the eye, I forgive you.
I forgive you.
Under the eye, I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
Under the nose, thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth, I love you.
I love you.
Collarbone, I'm sorry.
I am sorry.
Under the arm, please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Karate chop, I forgive you.
I forgive you.
Top of the head, I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
Eyebrow, thank you.
Thank you.
Side of the eye, I love you.
I love you.
Under the eye, I'm sorry.
I am sorry.
Under the nose, please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Under the mouth, I forgive you.
I forgive you.
Collarbone, I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
Under the arm, thank you.
Thank you.
Karate chop, I love you.
I love you.
Excellent. Let's all take a deep breath and I'll release. Very cool. Excellent. And now we're going to move along to the gratitude tap, the general form. Ileana, is your mic working? Nope.
Can't hear her. No, she's not.
Take a look at the status line. The status line is if you move your mouse down to the bottom of your Zoom screen, there'll be a little line at the bottom that pops up. And over on the left-hand side of the status line, there should be a little microphone and a little camera. And make sure your microphone it'll show a little green whenever you talk. If it's not showing the little green, click on the little arrow next to the microphone and make sure you're pointing at your microphone. That's just basically all I can say. That's basically how you do it. Do you see the little status line? I don't hear you. That's okay. Well, follow along as best you can. Oh, well. Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
let's move along to the gratitude tap, which is the general form of the gratitude tap, which is basically anything generally in your life. And this could be a recent event, people in your life, an aspect of your life, again, your personal aspect, or just something you feel generally positive or grateful about. So, go ahead. Who'd like to check in, share something they're grateful for? No, I don't hear you. You hear us, but we don't hear you. I'm sorry to hear that. Not hear that, Ileana. We'll talk about trying to troubleshoot you later, okay? But let's move along. You still follow along and tap along with us, okay? So that's cool. You can still hear us, right?
Yeah.
Oh, now it came in.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
I think you've got loose connections or something. I think you have to check your little connect.
This was my brother's computer. I think I'm gonna get my computer and bring it in here.
Okay. All right.
Anyway.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Okay. So something you're feeling generally grateful for, etc. Go on, Tommy.
All right. I start with
Yeah.
all the beloved animals that we have around us. That's really helping me evolving in my spiritual growth.
Awesome. All those beautiful little. I totally agree with you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Eyebrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Side of the eye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the eye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the nose. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth. Thank you.
Thank you.
Collarbone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the arm. Thank you.
Thank you.
Karate chop. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. So I'll take a deep breath and I'll release. Very cool. Awesome. And Ileana, something you're grateful for in a general way. Go ahead.
I guess maybe my cat's still here, so that's good.
What, the black cat is still there?
Yeah.
Awesome. Very cool. Top of the head. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Eyebrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Side of the eye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the eye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the nose. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth. Thank you.
Thank you.
Collarbone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the arm. Thank you.
Thank you.
Karate chop. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. Take a deep breath and I'll release. Well, I'm grateful you guys are here this morning to help me do my little morning thing because I benefit from this exercise as well. But I'll tell you what I'm really grateful for. My French pression coffee maker showed up. So I'm making really cool cups. It's
Wow.
the French thing where you put and then you push it down, right? And it squishes the coffee. And ever since I saw Michael Caine make his sexy morning coffee, right, in Ipcret's file, I don't know, 40 something years ago, I said, I got to have that coffee maker. I don't care what I do. I got to have that coffee maker because I want to be like Michael Caine. Okay. So top of the head. Thank you.
Thank you.
Eyebrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Side of the eye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the eye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the nose. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth. Thank you.
Thank you.
Collarbone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the arm. Thank you.
Thank you.
Karate chop. Thank you.
Thank you.
I also like the sexy girl that was running around in his bedroom in his PJs as well. But anyway, I'll take the coffee machine. Okay, moving along. Okay, behave, Tony. Bad boy, bad boy. All right, let's do the cash and prizes, the money tap, which is really what we're doing, why we're doing this exercise every morning. Just to show you guys, there's my list of clients. All right. I do this every morning. I list my clients from either the day before, okay, or I just take a look at my customer list and I pull my 20 favorite clients, okay. This can be anything. This can be an employer, government agency, insurance company, family and friends, Uncle Fester, Aunt Zelda, anybody who has given you or paid you money, okay, in any form. Clients, customers. If you're a practitioner and you're not doing this, this is costing you money, okay? If you're interested in building your abundance, you definitely need to do this, all right? It opens up your channels to receiving abundance. It's an essential exercise, okay? And it's ridiculously easy. So, each one of us checks in with a source of abundance. And again, we all tap on it together. So go ahead. Who'd like to check in first? Go ahead.
I can start. I take my half-time part job.
Okay. Top of the head. Thank you.
Thank you.
Eyebrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Side of the eye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the eye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the nose. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth. Thank you.
Thank you.
Collarbone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the arm. Thank you.
Thank you.
Karate chop. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take a deep breath. And I'll release. Very cool. Excellent. And Ileana, source of abundance in your life?
CD.
Very good. Top of the head. Thank you.
Thank you.
Eyebrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Side of the eye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the eye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the nose. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth. Thank you.
Thank you.
Collarbone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the arm. Thank you.
Thank you.
Karate chop. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. So I'll take a deep breath and I'll release. Very cool. And I'm going to share a raise up MR. Top of the head. Thank you.
Thank you.
Eyebrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Side of the eye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the eye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the nose. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth. Thank you.
Thank you.
Collarbone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the arm. Thank you.
Thank you.
Karate chop. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. Very good. Okay. Take a deep breath. And I'll release. Okay. I'm just going to check something here. Let me just check something. Let me turn that off. There we go. Boom. Okay. All righty. And now we're going to move along to the money thermostat again. This is why we're here. We're here to raise our income and to raise our vibration level around abundance and attracting abundance. The money thermostat is how my teacher, Gary Craig, was able to sell his business, retire permanently, and be a healer practitioner full time. And that's definitely something that I admire. And again, it's ridiculously easy. No matter what your income is or was, okay, don't be ashamed of it. And this is what I tell all my clients. You want to start keeping records of what you earn and what you spend. This is called developing money consciousness or money awareness. It isn't money grubbing or being money obsessive, but just like your postal address and your telephone number, you should know what your income is. And you should know what you're spending. Okay, and most people don't, right? Most people have what they call a green out. Ever heard of a green out?
No, what is it?
You start the day with $100 or whatever the equivalent is in Sweden in your pocket, and it's noon, and the $100 is gone, and you have no idea where it went.
Yeah.
That's called a green out, like a blackout.
Okay.
Like, alcoholics and drug addicts have blackouts.
Yeah.
People who aren't conscious about money have green outs.
All right.
Okay. Now, again, this is just being aware of your environment, and money is part of your environment.
Yes, it is.
And if you want to attract money and abundance, you want to be aware of your environment. If you're rejecting it, if you're cutting yourself off from it and saying, I don't want to know, blah, blah, you know, blah, 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 don't talk to me too much info, you're actually rejecting abundance. You're deflecting. We call it deflection, okay?
Yeah, it is an affluence.
And so that's why I strongly recommend, you know, you keep a little record of what you spend every day. If you look at the memoirs of famous people or interesting famous people, Benjamin Franklin, who was a kind of was an interesting person in the United States, because not only was he a politician, but he was also a man of the Enlightenment.
He was also Freemasonry.
Yeah, he was he was a Freemason. He was a scientist. He was a historian. He was an intellectual. He was an inventor. But also, he kept records of every penny he earned and every penny he spent. So if you look at his diary, you know, December the 4th, you know, sixpence bought a chicken, you know, earned threepence printed a flyer for Thomas Jefferson, you know what I mean? He would record every penny he made and every penny he spent. And then said, you know, wrote the Constitution, you know, you know what I mean? You know, bought 2 chickens and a goat, you know, declared Philadelphia independent of Britain, you know what I mean? Right afterwards, you know, or met with Thomas Jefferson and George Washington, then, you know, spent 15 shilling on, you know, on a goat, you know, right afterwards, because it's part of your environment. And you might as well be aware of what's going on around you. And part of it is, not only do you want to know what the news is, but you want to know what you're doing with your money in your environment. And most of us, we don't want to know, right? So anyway, back to that. I'll get off my soapbox. But when you know what your income is and you're aware of it, you know, that's how you can do the money thermostat. Now, it's very simple when you're working on your own. And whether you kind of think of your money on a weekly basis or a monthly basis, whatever works for you, you would go, again, with your sore spot or your karate chop, you know, either one works. You go, even though I made 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30, whatever the money is, okay, even though I made $50 yesterday, or even though I made $100 last week or $100 last month, whatever it is, excuse me, I choose to make twice that amount this week or this month. So this would just the EFT basic recipe. Even though I made $100 last week, I choose to make $200 this week. I deeply, completely love and accept myself. Now, if you want to work on a monthly time frame, that's good for, you know, that's fine. You want to work on a weekly, that's fine too. Whatever is comfortable for you. Everybody seems to have a slightly different relationship with time and money, okay? That you know, whatever is comfortable for you. Some people even have daily, you know, even though I made, you know, $60 yesterday. A lot of people who are like food servers, taxi drivers who get paid on a daily basis, they connect to a daily amount, which is not a bad thing to do. I think that's fine. That's perfect.
It helped me make more money. I didn't realize that's what I was doing in the past, but like I would set goals, like okay, and so it's sort of the same thing. It's just like making them one thing. I think is what I'm doing now. But yeah.
Good. So you know, again, if even though I made $50 yesterday, I choose to make $100 today. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Now, as a group, we're going to use the vague form, which is just as good. Okay. But again, because otherwise we'd be talking different amounts of money, you know, it would lead to chaos. But again, I'll just use the monthly and the vague form for today, okay? But when you're working on your own or with your own coach or whatever, use the exact number and the time frame that suits you best, okay? So let's rub sore spot or tap on your karate chop. Just repeat after me. Even though I made what I made last month,
even though I made what I made last month,
I choose to make twice what I made last month this month.
I choose to make twice what I made twice last month.
And I deeply and completely
love,
accept, and forgive myself.
Love, accept, and forgive myself.
Excellent. Very good. So even though I made what I made last month,
So even though I made what I made last month,
I set a firm intention
I set a firm intention
to make twice what I made last month this month.
to make twice what I make twice last month this month.
And I deeply and completely
And I deeply and completely
love, accept, and forgive myself.
love, accept, and forgive myself.
Very good. So even though I made what I made last month,
So even though what I made last month,
today, right now, I set a firm intention
today, right now, I set a firm intention
to make twice what I made last month this month.
to make twice what I made last month this month.
And I deeply and completely
And I deeply and completely
love, accept, and forgive myself.
love, accept, and forgive myself.
Very good. Let's go top of the head. I choose to make twice what I made last month this month.
I choose to make twice what I made last month this month.
Eyebrow. I deserve to make twice what I made last month this month.
I deserve to make twice what I made last month this month.
Okay, side of the eye. I give myself permission to make twice what I made last month this month.
I give myself permission to make twice what I made last month.
Okay, under the eye. I am willing to make twice what I made last month this month.
I am willing to make twice what I made last month this month.
Under the nose. It's safe for me to make twice what I made last month this month.
It's safe for me to make twice what I made last month.
Okay, under the mouth. I have the power to make twice what I made last month this month.
I have the power to make twice what I made last month this month.
Collarbone. I like the way it feels when I make twice what I made last month this month.
I like the way it feels when I make twice what I made last month this month.
Under the arm. It's easy for me to make twice what I made last month this month.
It's easy for me to make twice what I made twice last month.
Very good. Excellent. Karate chop. So even though I made what I made last month,
So even though I made what I made last month,
today, right now, I set a firm intention
today, right now, I set a firm intention
to make twice what I made last month this month.
to make twice what I made twice last month this month.
And I deeply and completely
And I deeply and completely
love, accept, and forgive myself.
love, accept, and forgive myself.
Take a deep breath and I'll release. Okay. So there we go. That's the money thermostat. And again, like everything we're doing, the real secret is repetition, frequency, specificity. I have clients and friends say, gosh, this stuff is so boring and so tedious. I go, yeah, boring and tedious all the way to the bank. Read my lips. Boring and tedious all the way to the bank. All right? Money in the bank. I don't care how boring it is. The money's in the bank. All right? And that's the whole point. It is about repetition, because what we're doing is we're changing an old habit. A level of abundance is a habit. We have become habituated to a certain level of abundance by default, by our family of origin, by our social network, by our religion, by our neighborhood, by all kinds of external social controls. We've become habituated, programmed to accept a certain level of abundance. Now, if you're meeting your needs, if you're paying your bills, if you're happy with what you've got and you're able to navigate the planet, and then there's no problem. However, if you're under earning, if you're not meeting your goals, if you're not free to do what you want to do, if you're not taking care of yourself or your family, then you need to move the thermostat up. You need to move that set point up to where you are taking care of business, okay? And that's okay. The good news is we are reprogrammable. But the way we program ourselves is by repetition. All right? That's how we learned when we were little boys and girls. Repetitive program. That's how we learned, actually. It wasn't like your mommy or daddy taught you once and you learned it forever. No, it was every day you watched mommy, daddy, and the people around you do the same thing over and over and over again, and that became your default. And that's how we do it, okay? Okay, so now we're going to do the abundance tap, all right? And the abundance tap is really easy. It's again, it's similar to all the other taps, and it's about repetition, okay? And again, rubbing your sore spot. And again, Simon says, even though I have been allowing the universe
Even though I have been allowing the universe
to manifest some abundance in my life,
to manifest some abundance into my life,
I choose to allow the universe
I choose to allow the universe
to manifest even more abundance in my life.
to manifest even more abundance into my life.
And I deeply and completely
And I deeply and completely
love, accept, and forgive myself.
love, accept, and forgive myself.
Excellent. Very good. So even though I have been allowing the universe
So even though I have been allowing the universe
to manifest some abundance in my life,
to manifest some abundance into my life,
I set a firm intention
I set a firm intentions
to allow the universe to manifest even more abundance in my life.
to allow the universe to manifest even more abundance into my life.
And I deeply and completely
And I deeply and completely
love, accept, and forgive myself.
love, accept, and forgive myself.
Very good. So one more time, even though I have been allowing the universe
So even though I had been allowing the universe
to manifest some abundance in my life,
to manifest some abundance into my life,
today, right now, I set a firm intention
today, right now, I set a firm intention
to allow the universe to manifest even more abundance in my life.
to allow the universe to manifest even more abundance into my life.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself.
Very good. Okay, so now we're going to karate chop. Today, right now, I set a firm intention.
Today, right now, I set a firm intentions
Very good. Top of the head. To allow the universe
to allow the universe
to manifest even more abundance in my life.
to manifest even more abundance into my life.
Eyebrow, even more abundance of love.
Even more abundance of love.
Side of the eye, even more abundance of happiness.
Even more abundance of happiness.
Under the eye, even more abundance of good health.
Even more abundance of good health.
Under the nose, even more abundance of financial prosperity.
Even more abundance of financial prosperity.
On the mouth, even more abundance of artistic creativity.
Even more abundance of artistic creativity.
Collarbone, even more abundance of good friends.
Even more abundance of good friends.
Under the arm, even more abundance of all the good things I really need.
Even more abundance of all the good things I really need.
Very good. Karate chop. So today, right now, I set a firm intention.
So today, right now, I set a firm intentions
Top of the head. To allow the universe
to allow the universe
to manifest even more abundance in my life.
to manifest even more abundance into my life.
Eyebrow, even more abundance of love.
Even more abundance of love.
Side of the eye, even more abundance of happiness.
Even more abundance of happiness.
Under the eye, even more abundance of good health.
Even more abundance of good health.
Under the eye, even more abundance of financial prosperity.
Even more abundance of financial prosperity.
Under the mouth, even more abundance of artistic creativity.
Even more abundance of artistic creativity.
Collarbone, even more abundance of good friends.
Even more abundance of good friends.
Under the arm, even more abundance of all the good things I really need.
And even all of all the good friends, all the good things I really need.
Karate chop. And I deeply and completely
And I deeply and completely
love, accept, and forgive myself.
love, accept, and forgive myself.
Okay, take a deep breath. And I'll release. Okay, very good. So there we go. By the way, Tommy, you're going to laugh when I tell you this. The words are helpful and important to help us stay connected with our intention,
Yeah.
but it's the intention
Yeah, of
that
course.
does it. So even if you don't get the words perfect,
Yeah.
don't worry about it.
Yeah, but you're recording and stuff like that.
That-
You know, I want to be, you know.
Well, don't worry. You're getting an Oscar. You're all
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
Oscars tonight. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
Yeah.
Again, I don't care. And trust
Yes.
me, nor does anybody else. As long as you're tapping, let's put it this way. When you go to the
And I also have the picture inside of me, you know, when I'm asking the universe to
Right.
manifest it. So,
But again, don't worry. You're lovable and acceptable just the way you are.
all right, thank you so much for that.
You know, you don't have to be perfect to get love,
Yeah.
okay?
All right.
All right. But again, like I said, the interesting thing, it's the intention. And
Mm.
as long as you can retain the intention in your subconscious, the words are just a reminder so we don't, our little monkey brain doesn't go skittering off somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just to keep us focused. That's all. And most of us have an attention span of about 9 seconds, so that's why we keep talking,
Mm.
keep us focused. Okay, so that's our little, like I said, 30-minute morning breakfast club. And I want to thank Tommy and Ileana for joining me. We'll be on every morning, Monday through Saturday. And I want everybody out there in Facebook land or internet land, please feel free to join us. You can join us live on this in our Prosperity Zoom room, or you can join us on Facebook. I'd love to have you. And again, the secret is repetition, frequency, and specificity. That's it. That's the secret weapon, because we're changing old habits for new habits. We're changing, less abundant habits for more abundant habits. And that's basically how it works. All right, I'm just going to turn off the stream.